Welcome back to a new casted game. Here on the north we have Duckate in the green playing as the Holy Roman Empire. And in the south we do have Zmec playing as the English in the color pink. These two are playing a platinum ranked match, so this will be a platinum casted game. My name is Trui and today I'm casting with Nim.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're up against this is Lipany, right? This is the Lipany map. Oh yeah, we're going back. We're going back for it. So Duckate is another one of the girls that was in the Women's League tournament. I hope they don't mind us looking at their games. At least their games are not hidden. Some of you have requested that we look at your games and have which we appreciate. We
love
enjoy
to
that.
cast your
We'd
games.
love to cast more games. We'd love to have more of a list of people that we can cast games from.
And we love to have a variety of levels as well, so you can basically find a cast that is also on your level, right?
Yeah, exactly. However, you'll need to not hide your games then. If you come in here and you give us your name, do not hide your game. So
we cannot cast it then.
I know how nervous you might get, thinking, oh my god, he's gonna see what faction I'm playing. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Who are you kidding? It's not gonna matter.
Maybe in a tournament, but
in a tournament, like if you're like high level pro player, I understand, right? If you're bronze, if you're silver, if you're gold, even if you're plat, I don't think it really matters, right?
yeah, I don't think
unless
they're not gonna counterpick you.
Yeah,
they'll probably be able to play maybe 3 factions.
they're gonna
really
play
well.
what they want to play, and on the off chance that they might counterpick you, like we've discussed before, how bad France is performing against AUBits for right now. You know, like it is somebody who does just play AUBits.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody's gonna just. You know this from your own level that they can't play you can't play every faction.
Yeah.
Right? Not to the same extent that you could play your favorite faction. They're not gonna counterpick you.
No.
So stop hiding your games. Stop being a coward. Okay, I'm so sorry. But like, if you're requesting your game, please do not hide your games then.
Yeah.
Because obviously we cannot do anything for you.
We see the Archon Chapel coming up for Duckade. This one gives extra gathering speed, right?
Basically, you get the prelate has a bonus. Yeah. It's inspired, which increases gathering rates by 40, just on everything.
Yep.
Yeah. And that buff will happen in a circle around the Archon Chapel as long as there's a prelate in the Archon Chapel.
Yeah. And for the English, we do see the Council Hall coming up, which is basically an archery range.
It's 2 archery ranges.
It's a fast archery range.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 2 of them. So for the HRE player, typically the game plan here is to go into a fast castle. That's what they love to do.
And I grab a lot of relics, right?
And grab a lot of relics after that. Yeah, go up with the Regnitz Cathedral after that. Grab a lot of relics. It's not going to happen. We're up against the Zmec on the English here, and you see that rally point is already pointing straight towards that gold vein. It's right in the front.
They know what's up.
I don't think this outpost is going to help here. It needs to be on the other side. It needs to be on this side.
It needs to be an active outpost.
It needs to be an active outpost because there are English longbowmen. They have their range. These villages will not be able to gather safely underneath this gold vein if the English player knows what they're doing. They can just stand right outside the range of that outpost, and if it's on, like, if it's over here, right, then it's a lot harder for the archers to come in, because then they need to come in from this side, and now they're a lot closer to the town center where they're more easily interrupted.
Duckate's actually gonna try and pick off 50 wood, I'm thinking.
No.
Sorry, 50 stone.
We're just grabbing
38.
We need 40 stone, which
yes,
is why.
Yes, he brought 5, so I assumed he wanted 50.
Okay, yeah. So normally an emplacement is 50, but for the HRE, they're quite a bit cheaper. So only need the 38.
Ah, yeah. So
It's a good move though.
She got 70 in right now, which is like a little bit shorter to get that second one in, but
yeah, it's a good move though. So again, like the game plan here is to just go for that fast castle, but you cannot ever go naked fast castle against English. Like it's a real tricky thing. Oh, I do like the plans here. So does her scout, like, does she know that the archers are coming?
I mean, I love saying that you need to scout, but on the other hand, they're English.
I feel
the
like
chance is like 90% that the archers are coming.
I don't know, like if we had the outpost over here, right, we wouldn't even have needed the palisade here, right? Because they would not have been able to cross this area at all.
Yeah, it would be secured. There's the 3 longbows, but one is on the other side. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to pick
You see
it
what
off.
I mean? Like if the outpost was over here, like we knew exactly how this was gonna go down, right?
You know,
and they
Duckate
can't fire
come
it back.
now. Yep.
This is why you cannot go naked fast castle, and this is why Duckate is luckily making something for it.
Yeah,
obviously, like the horsemen cost a lot of food, so you do need more food production. But this is why the outpost needs to be in a more active position rather than back here.
yeah, definitely.
And then again, right? If the archers need to come down all the way over here where they can get, because like then the outpost would be over here, right? The archers are back here. Then they need to come around the back first, which is further away, right? They need to walk all the way around. And then they're right here.
Yeah, and we can see that first villager almost went down. This one actually has 1 HP. I know I'm saying that somebody has 1 HP when they do have like 14, but this one I swear has 1 HP. Okay, 2.
And then these archers are over here where you can interrupt them with your horsemen. You can push them back. In fact, I don't feel like you would even need the horsemen at that point because you could just use the archers. Right?
Yeah.
Another stable coming up. Remember, if we're pushing out that many horsemen, we do need quite a little bit more on food. Another wall coming up for Duckate here. Let's check in with Zmec and see how he's doing. There's a blacksmith in here for more ranged damage. Siege engineering is probably up next if Zmec is feeling confident that he's actually getting something out of here. And the barracks, obviously, to protect these longbowmen coming along with it. If Duckate wants to keep pumping horsemen, like we said, we do need farms. And luckily for HRE, going into early farms is not such a problem around that Aachen Chapel.
Yeah, and for the English, it's definitely also no
English,
problem.
Byzantines, HRE, those are factions that can go into early farms. China can go into early farms because of granaries if they go for the right set of things.
Yeah, I'd love to see a lumber camp refreshment here, and then we could have like another farm there as
I would
well.
love to see, honestly, a wheelbarrow for Duckate.
Yeah, having them walk a little bit faster means that we can also gather faster, because
Now remember that Aachen
faster
Chapel
drop
here
reports.
is boosting all of the wood income, but it's also boosting the food income. So if we just need more food, we can also go with the temporary mill on the berry bushes and just
make wheelbarrow from it.
Yeah, and make wheelbarrow from that same. So here's another thing that you want to do. You kind of want the drop-off point to be just on the edge of this this radius here, because like this applies this boost. It applies for some time. Like even when they leave it for a bit, it still lingers.
Yeah, it's like it applies when they go in, and then it keeps on for like a certain amount of time.
Now, Zmec didn't actually catch this out. He had his scout a little bit too far away, and these longbowmen are going to need to retreat.
Yeah,
there are spearmen on the way, but he's going to lose them very, very quickly if left undefended like this. Archers focusing down these spearmen.
Not them at all. There's just 2 archers on Duckate, but like there's not that many spears, so they'll have a big problem with the 2 archers already. And
yeah, Duckate actually making very, very good use of her. I love that she did switch though. Like I love that she did switch into okay, wait, hang on, I cannot go naked castle.
Yeah, and I think that's something that you need to keep in mind if you're playing this game, right? You might have a game plan to start out with, but if the enemy disturbs your game plan, you might want to switch it up.
And now, to be honest, the fact that she was never going to be able to go naked castle was kind of already a given. Oh no.
Oh no, bleeps. I don't think they don't hear bleeps.
Do they not hear the bleeps?
Only we hear the bleeps.
How do I turn that back on again?
What? If I just follow... yeah, just follow this army. It's fine. I will be talking about Duckate for a second, because Duckate is a streamer on Twitch. He does stream. She does play Age of Empires sometimes, and she does do coding streams as well. She does speak Russian though. I'm sure if you say hi in English, you'll probably say hi back. But you know, if you're like, hey, what's this language? It's Russian.
Okay, I fixed it. I had to turn off the streamer mode on Discord so that I could to see names, so that I could find Duckate's Twitch, because otherwise it won't show it to me.
Yeah, in the streamer mode it doesn't show like connected channels, which is annoying. But yeah, so if you want to see her streams, we will leave a link underneath in the description.
Losing a lot of the archers here for Duckate actually, and the horsemen are heading in. We do not have any upgrades for the horsemen itself, other than the range defense. But there are no archers left here. There are no archers left, and the only way to play this out, I feel, is to not head in with your forces. Obviously, that leaves this exposed, but that's again a consequence of not having put this outpost up here.
Yeah, and Duckate losing literally
like
her whole army right now.
Duckate felt that she needed to defend this, and like we did say, siege engineering was going to come in. Duckate felt that she needed to push this so that she could have some breathing room for her villagers here. But that's a consequence, again, of not having put that one outpost. It's that simple of a decision, right? Like, it doesn't feel as impactful when you just put down an outpost, but it is, of not having put down that outpost here. And then, because she hasn't put that here, her army needs to be forward. Whereas if she can just pull her army back and let those archers come to her, right? Then she's underneath her town center. Right?
And then she gets cover fire.
And then she gets the cover fire. These spearmen go down very, very quickly. If these longbowmen try and push up too much, then the horsemen can push out and get it. But otherwise, they don't need to.
Yeah, and I think not having wheelbarrow is also quite kind of a big mistake, because if they're pushing you, you can't run away fast enough with your villagers.
I feel like an obvious solution to her problem right now is to just move onto the gold vein in the back.
Yeah. Villagers are trying to get... Oh, no. They were trying for a second to get down the ram, and then they decided not to.
Yeah, emergency repairs on that outpost, but
a lot of villagers are coming for this.
It is gonna run out in a second here.
Oh no, what is this
Duckate is gonna lose a lot of villagers here if she tries to bring down those rams, and they do not have wheelbarrows, so they're so slow getting out of trouble.
Yep. 7 villager kills already, 8. And I think those 2 are also gonna die, so that's gonna be 10 villager kills for Zmec.
And that's a lot of villager kills here. Zmec doing a really good push here, and now going for those archery ranges next, because those are the biggest threat, I would say, to Zmec's push here. And now Duckate is actually keeping her army in the back and fighting underneath the town center, which is what she is the position that she would have liked to be in before all this, right?
I feel a sneeze coming up, but it is not coming.
Okay.
That's the worst feeling, you know.
Are you a sun sneezer?
Yeah.
You can look into the sun.
Yeah. It's not working right now. It needs to work. Yeah, no, it's fine. I just hope I don't do it halfway a sentence.
So that whole horde of spearmen, which was so significant earlier, right, to the point that she lost all of her horsemen to it, is now like dwindled down. Like it was down to 8 or something again, because they cannot fight underneath this town center.
Yep. And the rams can be cleaned up right now.
Still, there's a lot of idle time for Duckate in here. She's down 11 villagers compared to her English counterpart. And
Hey.
Very nicely done. And Zmec is actually sort of losing control of his macro here. He's spending too much time, I think, trying to keep this. When the damage has been done, and he should pull all of the villagers that he has on gold and put them on food. Or just make a market real quick and get some of that food in instead.
Zmec definitely stacking up a lot of gold right now, even though they're not making units with gold right now.
Yeah,
so.
they picked up a lot of the tax as well. So I'm not sure if they picked up forestry. We can take a look. Forestry is not in, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not double products.
No,
it's not double products, so it doesn't matter too much. But I feel at this point, yeah, like you need 600 to age up, right? Just exchange, just go age up, go castle, and start making knights here.
Yeah. And the Holy Roman Empire wants to go castle, but definitely doesn't get a chance like these with these raids.
Yeah, we have 2 gold veins though, here in the back and here, and neither of these at the moment. I mean, this one is a lot less safe now, but it used to be pretty safe, and this one is still pretty safe.
Yeah.
Like she does need to push past the town center in order to get there, and all other ways go. Otherwise, it go all the way around. Market did come up for Duckate. I'm not sure what she switched in.
Maybe some wood.
I think she used her gold because she had more gold. Like she was closer to aging up than this. Was almost at the 600 that she needed to age up. But she know that she can't. Like she needs to cut her losses, and she can't.
There's so many longbowmen right here.
Yeah,
so that's
but
definitely
like
gonna probably
this is the thing again, though, right? Like these spearmen now underneath that town center. Is it town? Yeah, town center is firing onto these spearmen. These need to go down, and then the horsemen can come in.
Yep.
He's actually picking up forestry now as well, figuring that he has too much gold. Yeah, he needs to be just put more on food. And honestly, he's got his pick. Just he's got Duckate in the base. So like all of these berry bushes, just put a single 50 wood farm on that, and you've got a lot of food income. These rams will go down. Horsemen pushing out to the longbowmen.
Longbowmen have to retreat right now.
And where did the white tower? Just in the base. I'm not sure if this was really the play. I feel like he could have really finished the game here if he placed it over. If he had like a more aggressive placement here.
On the other hand, there
is a bit of a miss macro going on here because there's just far too little food coming in for our English players.
And that might be why Zmec actually chose to put it on the farms instead, to make sure that the farms that are there are gonna be pretty safe.
Now, the moment Duckate has some breathing room, she immediately... Oh, no.
No, there's a second... No, they're on the right.
Oh, there is a second mining camp. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The moment that she has some breathing room, she immediately goes onto the deer. She immediately goes onto gold. She knows, oh, God.
I could go castle.
I could go castle, and I need to go castle. I need to go castle as quick as I can. Whereas Zmec, who has so much gold stacked up, is not using his castle age to make something interesting, like knights.
But also to get those relics, because the Holy Roman Empire really wants those relics, and they're gonna be there quick as soon as they go castle age.
Denying them would certainly be the play now.
So if you can already get there, because Zmec was in castle age for like a minute now already, so he could be at some relics at the moment. Yeah,
like the moment he hits castle age, a monastery could have come up, or the moment he was castle age, more barracks could have come up. Where are our men at arms, right? Where are our knights? And if you think, like, I don't know, I feel like if we had a couple of knights, right, we could really decimate. If Zmec had a couple of knights, I need to stop saying we.
Yeah.
If Zmec had a couple of knights, this game would be over very, very quickly, and he can make knights out of the White Tower, obviously.
Yeah, and we do see that Burgrave coming up now for Duckate, so definitely focused on getting that castle 8 owl, and we will see that she's gonna focus on getting those relics as soon as possible, because they're still on the map.
Actually, Duckate thinks it's a foregone conclusion and goes with Burgrave instead.
I mean,
and this is going to be...
You still want the relics.
Yeah.
But you'll be a little bit
It's a little bit crazy. There's only 3 villages left working. The rest of them were all doing something else.
Yeah, building the Burgrave. There we go. And that might be a spam of
Men-at-Arms. Men-at-Arms.
Armored.
Yeah,
armored
so
footmen.
Zmec is still...
AKA
You okay?
Armored footmen, right? They're...
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I mean...
No, Zmec is still making longbowmen and spearmen. And this is such a misplay, right? This is such a misplay.
As the English, you would love some crossbowmen.
Not just crossbowmen, and yes, he should have gone into crossbowmen as soon as he hit castle, because they perform pretty well. Like no matter what they're doing, like they and the enemy, the opponent, is the Holy Roman Empire. Like, what do you think they're gonna make, right?
Yeah, men-at-arms.
They're not gonna make more horsemen and archers at this point. Not if they can help it.
Yeah, if they have gold.
It's just such a misread, like not anticipating the composition of the enemy army here.
Zmec is actually building those battering rams right now, trying to finish off this game.
To be fair, so in the event that Zmec thought, well, Duckate just went up with the Regnants and not the Burgrave, right? Then he should have been on Knights. Right? Because the Burgrave can obviously pump out a lot of spearmen.
Yeah.
But before that point, he knows, like as far as he knows, there's not a single barracks up.
Yeah.
Not a single barracks. Right? And his Duckate's archers and Duckate's horsemen are no match for those knights. And then he can keep raiding because Duckate is like on a lot of resources here because she needs to just be efficient with her food. She does not have the luxury of Zmec here and just keep it all in the base and just build a ton of farms because she needs that wood for other things.
Zmec actually realizing that there is a gold behind maybe. He's moving his army that way.
And I think he's just moving them out of the way of the town center here. That is what Zmec is doing.
Seeing that
another good use of emergency repairs here. These battering rams are going to go down very, very quickly again if Zmec will just let it. And I think that looks to be the case because these are men-at-arms, right?
And that's so much resources. 200 apiece, 4 pieces, 800 resources.
And I'm just left scratching my head at like, what are we doing with all this? Right? And now he decides to go into crossbowmen.
But now he lacks gold.
He's lacking gold, but not just gold. We can take a look at this. Did I not press the right button? He likes production. Whereas, like, there's so much wood stacked up. There's so much food stacked up. Duckate needs to pull these back, keep these alive.
Yeah, but Duckate actually is managing her economy a lot better in the sense that
she's doing fantastic, actually. And sometimes we see this, right, where the army closes in on a certain resource. And Duckate is actually anticipating it, knows that those veteran longbowmen were moving a little bit close to that gold vein, and is just moving them over to the Arctic gold vein up here. Very, very well done.
Yeah, and signaling to Zmec, like I wasn't on here, you know, like I've been on there, but not right now.
Zmec knows, but like those villages are gone. Those villages are gone.
Yep.
And it needs to. We need more men-at-arms for Duckate. We need more knights.
Yeah, the thing I'm feeling right now is Duckate only has an army of 6, whereas Zmec has an army of more than 50.
But
that's gonna be dangerous.
He's not using it right, and he's like building yet more rams without really having the backup, the front line that he needs. Now, we finally are making men-at-arms, which sorry, if I sound too negative about a player, I'm very sorry. I don't mean to do that.
It's more that we're trying to like.
Yeah, I really want either player to do the best that they can with the things that they're given, right? So I hope I don't sound too critical of a player, because their mistakes are completely understandable and completely normal and completely like acceptable. But there's things that can happen here. First relic, I think, was somewhere up here. Where is it? Here it is. First relic going over to Zmec. Is Duckate trying to pick up any of these relics? It doesn't look like it. Even though she could, right? Like, she could bring out this prelate here and at least grab this one and put it in Outpost, for example, if you don't want to have a monastery.
Ooh, Duckate spotting this out, and some of the ramps need to be cancelled right now.
All these crossbowmen, these 30 crossbowmen are not yet here. These 16 men-at-arms are not yet here.
And that means that the men-at-arms can actually just start killing these longbows.
We do have heavy maces for our men-at-arms in already.
It was his first. See, I researched that before even making a single one of the men-at-arms.
Really? No, I like, there was the upgrade, right?
No, I saw something that looked like a mace.
I'm pretty sure like that's what I saw, like 2 men-at-arms, this upgrade, and then some more men-at-arms, but I could be wrong. More villages going down for Duckate here. She is on quite a few less villagers, but luckily for her opponent is just making mistakes and just not utilizing their resources. 4,000 food, right, is a lot of resources.
Yeah,
she could really be bringing the pain.
You need more production buildings, or you need to go imp, but you know, you gotta need to have an idea of what you're gonna do with these resources.
Yeah, not sure if giving away these men-at-arms here is the right call. We can send in more, but this mass is not going to go down versus... Look at them, like they're being one-shot here. Spearmen coming in as well. But it's not gonna matter, right? Like,
yeah, it's better to have a collection of them go in the same time that they can at least get there and hit them.
And yeah, more battering rams. This is a really tough deal for Duckate, because she is being stressed on nearly every front. Moving back to the other gold over here, but her food economy has come to a standstill, and that is very dangerous.
Yeah, if you don't have food, you don't have units. Yeah, and that's it. She taps out. Zmec, congratulations on winning. If you want to see more matches, make sure to click on one of these playlists. And make sure to subscribe for more daily content.